Welcome to Knit and Travel with Calypso, today from Athens in wonderful Greece. I just had the pleasure to interview Josef Sakalak in his wonderful wool shop just in the city center of Athens, and he has been running this shop in the third generation. So this shop is already 90 years old. It has a really long tradition, and Josef is a really warm and fun personality. He was also very generous with us and has really nice yarn brands and really nice wools. Sakalak is the last name of the family that has been running this business. So it's grandfather, father, and now the son. And yes, enjoy the interview with Josef. It was really funny and interesting.
I love wool, that's all. I love wool. Love is not something that you can explain. You just live it and you can prove it with your existence.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes also people ask me why I love knitting so much and where it comes from, but I cannot really explain it. It's just something that...
You don't have to explain why you love something. You love it, full stop. That's it.
Yeah, you're just enchanted by it and then...
Yes. You love to be here and you are very welcome to be here. We don't have to explain in our life why we love something or what we do. As long as we do it in the way that we like it.
Yeah, that's a really nicely said. I'm really happy to be here with Josef at Sakalak Wool in Athens, in Greece, in his wonderful wool shop. So he welcomed us very friendly. And so would you like to introduce yourself, Joseph? Joseph, tell us a little bit about yourself and about the history of your shop and what you like about wool.
First of all, let me welcome you to our shop. It is here for the last 90 years, 4 generations. It's the oldest shop in Greece selling natural fibers. We're placed in the center of Athens, Kolokotroni Street, and we sell only natural fibers, which we like a lot. I'm the 3rd generation running this business. There is a 4th coming behind me. I enjoy and I'm happy to do what I do in my life.
So it's a really long tradition, 3 generations, almost 4 generations of selling wool. Is this something that is close to your heart?
It is inside my heart. It's not close. It's not close to my heart. Inside my heart. Yes.
And do you also knit, or do you like knitting, or are you more in love with yarns?
I know how to knit because I like to communicate with you and to understand what you say and what you do. I love buying and selling yarns, and I like to make a nice variety of yarns around you, so to give you the opportunity to make what you love to do most. Because knitting comes from your heart, using your hand and your heart and your mind. And I like this project to last for a lifetime, maybe more than that.
Yeah, that's really nice, because when I knit something, I usually wear it for many years. So that's also the idea behind your choice of wools. When you choose yarns to sell in your shop or to provide in your shop, what do you pay attention to?
The first thing that we do pay attention, and this is what I learned from my grandfather and from my father, is to buy a good quality of yarn. A natural quality which lasts in time, and you can use it for as many generations as you like. So this is the first thing and the last thing that comes in our mind when we buy yarn. It is more a talent, it's more an art, it's more a hobby, it's more a lifestyle that we have.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah, when you're a knitter, it becomes a lifestyle when you're...
It is,
yes.
It is, yes.
Yes, and what do your customers like mainly? Do they like especially colorful yarns, or do they come with a pattern in their hand and ask for yarn to knit that pattern? Or what do your customers in general look for?
They look for something to enjoy while knitting. First, they look for the quality, and then the color is up to them to decide if the pattern says buy a colorful thing or a multicolor or a plain color or whatever. And we are here to help them find what they like to knit. It's part of the journey to try to find a nice yarn in order to make something nice.
And do most customers come in with a pattern, or do they knit just like improvising and do...
Depends. Some customers are coming with a pattern, some customers are coming with a pattern and then they go out without what they had in their mind, but with something new, because we give them the idea of combining things together, of making our own pattern, that we have so many patterns here. It depends. They like to have a nice time knitting and wearing what they do.
Yes, and are there patterns that come very regularly, that repeat themselves, or some designers that your customers like to knit that you see often, or is it always a different pattern and different designer? Or do you see some trends and some favorite designers or some favorite patterns?
Things are coming and going. We are here to serve everybody with the best way that we can. There are designers coming and getting ideas. We get ideas from designers, but it's nothing fixed. It is a moving thing, so I enjoy that. It's like life.
Yes.
I don't see a trend. The trend is what they love to do, and there is no trend to that. It's just pure love.
Yeah, that's a lifestyle, just
Yes,
as you said.
yes.
Yes. Would you like to introduce some yarns that you have in your shop? For example, I saw that you have line yarns, or is there a special brand that you would like to emphasize and to show something that is special that you really like to recommend to customers?
We recommend to our customers everything that they love, everything that suits their project. And yes, Lang is a company that we're presenting in Greece for the last 70 years or so. But all the yarns that we bring from many European spinners are carefully and selected carefully with our own criteria in a way. We recommend everything that we have in our shop because we love it as it is for the use of our family. And this makes us special. Can I say that? Yes, I can.
Of course,
Special.
yes, you can say
Okay,
it.
Yes.
From which countries do you have yarns then, for example?
Many European spinners from Germany, from Austria, from Norway, from Italy, from France, from Switzerland, Lang.
Yes.
We love Europe. We are a European company. We live in Europe. We love European goods. We used to have two Greek spinners, but they are not in business for the last 20 years now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So there is no production of wool in Greece.
Oh, yeah, that's happening in many countries that are
That's
less
true,
spinners, and yeah,
Yes.
that's unfortunate.
I mean,
Yeah.
when I was a student in England, there were many English spinners there. Now, there are not many.
Yes.
But
It's the same in Germany. We
Yes,
only
I
have
know,
like
I
a
know.
couple. Yes.
we used to collaborate with Nomota in Germany, which was a huge company. I mean, I was amazed when I first visited them ages ago.
Yes.
And yes, but this is life and goes on. The point is to keep a quality in your hands, and it's difficult to do it, but we do it quite successfully up to date.
And what keeps you motivated to continue running your knitting business?
The same thing that motivated me when I joined this company: the love of the yarn and the knitting.
And where does love of the yarn and knitting come from?
Where it comes from, it's a tradition from the company, from the family. I used to work here as a kid when I was having my holidays from school ages ago. You were not born then.
Also, it's the first time that I interview a man. Most people who run a knitting shop are women. And how does it feel, or do you notice any reactions, for example, from the customers, or have you been here for so long that it's not really a criteria or something that people notice?
The criteria is to pick up the yarn so that you like, no matter if a man runs it or a woman runs it, as long as they can be of a help to you. This is the most important thing. It was my grandfather, my father, and myself. Three men, 3 generations.
You think the customers are already used to it and they don't even notice maybe, or also it's depending on if you notice that you get a really good recommendations and that the person you have some expertise, then it's a question more of trust.
Years ago, only women used to knit. Today,
Yes.
men knit too. So the sex is not important, but the quality of the service that you provide to the customer is most important, no matter if it comes from me or from you. Yes, more men are coming to our shop the last years, and they enjoy it. And most men are crochetters, not knitters, mainly. But more men are coming to this hobby as well, and I'm quite pleased and happy to see them coming and practicing their business. It is like cooking. Ages
Yes.
ago, only women cook. Today, only men cook.
Yes.
Only. Okay, you know what I mean. It is
Yeah.
something that it's nice to see people practicing what they like to do.
And also, do your children knit or do craft?
Yes,
Crocheting?
we
or...
have children. We have a knitting class every Saturday, 11 to 1, and I'm quite happy and pleased to see children with their mummies or daddies coming to practice their knitting. It's nice to get involved with something which is made with their hands and with their heart. With their heart and with their hands.
Yeah, especially nowadays where we are so much on screens, it's really important to compensate maybe and to do something also with our hands.
Yes, but
Yeah.
the screen is not only our life, it's part of our life.
Yes.
And it is welcome in our life, but not as a main thing. As a part-time thing, it is very welcome. The balance in life is the most important thing.
Yes.
Now, where the balance comes to everybody, it's a personal thing, and I don't comment on that.
Yeah. So you have traveled a lot, I suppose, in your knitting career and your yarn career. And do you notice any particularities or differences maybe between Greece and other European countries? What, differences in the yarn or in the tastes or in the things that people knit?
Yes, I traveled for many years, many times. I've been to many European exhibitions. I still go.
Have you been also to H&H, for example, in Germany, in Cologne? It's a really big knitting fair in Cologne. I think it's one of the biggest in the world.
100 byte.
Yes.
I've been more than 45 times.
45 times? I've been only twice.
I've been there more than 45 times. Yes.
And what is your experience? Have you noticed any changes and how has it evolved in these 45 times you have been there?
There are many changes, but it's expected to have changes in this life. Nothing is staying stable in this life. Only the status don't change.
Yes.
Everything else is changing. And the good thing is to find the good changes in life and to adapt them. And I've seen many, and I'm quite pleased and happy and lucky to have seen these 45 times in the 100 byte exhibition.
What kind of changes did you like or did you enjoy witnessing?
I enjoy everything in my life, everything that keeps me happy. Now I cannot answer this question right now. I don't have something in my mind. But I see people that they still love the yarn as I do, and they love the knitting process as I do, and I follow them, I trust them, and sometimes I hear their advice, and I'm quite pleased to have them in my life.
Okay, and when do you have more customers in the year during the year in your shop here? Is it before Christmas, for example, in Germany? Before Christmas, the yarn shops are really full and vibrant, and maybe in summer there's less people knitting. Do you notice also these kind of seasonal changes?
Yes, there are seasonal changes in this shop too. During summer, things are more quiet. During winter, things are more busy. We're happy to have everybody here at any time, no matter the time, the date, or the year. Have you ever thought of opening a yarn shop for you?
Oh yes, but I think opening up a yarn shop would mean a lot of commitment. And
Yes.
so it's a really big commitment, and at the moment I'm more into traveling, so it's really difficult to combine both, be traveling and be moving around a lot, and at the
That's
same
true.
time
Yes.
having a yarn shop, because running a business really means that you have to be 100% committed. So if you wanted to run well,
101%.
you have to be yourself in the
Yes,
shop most of the
correct,
time
yes.
if you want the yarn to be really knitted up by your customers, then you
Yes.
have to be here and really also develop a relationship with your customers, and that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I think that's a wonderful thing to do, but at the moment I'm more all over the place and traveling. So I have a couple of more questions for you. Do you have a lot of tourists coming in your shop? Because of course we're in Athens, so from where do the tourists come? And I noticed also that you speak many languages. Or you talk to them in their languages.
I talk the language of the yarn, and this is what people like. And yes, I mean Athens is a European city, has many tourists, and we have many tourists here too. And the nice thing that I really like and I enjoy, is that we have tourists that they come and they come again. They don't come only once ad hoc, but they come and they come again in every time that they come in Athens. And that makes me very happy.
So you also recognize the tourist customers? You recognize them, or you?
Yes, I don't
Yes.
consider them as tourist customers.
Yes.
I consider them as customers. No
And
matter
where?
if they are from Norway or from Israel or from Italy or from any country, from the US, from any countries.
Where do most tourists come from?
I don't have a record.
You
for
don't
that.
have a record?
No.
Yeah, and you like a lot of photography. I noticed that you like to photograph your customers, or for example, also you took pictures of us.
My love is yarn. My passion is photography,
I see.
and I do that from my early ages.
And what did you learn from your predecessors, from your father and your grandfather? What did they teach you? What is really important to run this business?
To do what you love with the respect that you must give to every person every person. You have to respect what you do, and you have to love what you do, and you have to know what you do. And this is what I try to do, but I learn every day.
I found this yarn, for example, that I really like from Schaffhauser, and I didn't know this brand. Can you tell us a little bit about this yarn?
Schaffhauser was a big company in northern part of Switzerland. It's closed now, but it's a company that we represented in Greece for many years, and we still have very few qualities from them remaining in our shop. But everything that we have, we love it.
Yes, and this one also I liked. I found it in different colors. It has some nice kind of speckles or tweed, and I think it's French because it's laine plissard. And yeah, can you tell something about this yarn?
Yes, laine plissard was a company that were representing in Greece many years ago. They were producing nice yarns, which still have some in our stock as well.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think that would make a really interesting project.
The point is to have yarns that you like. This
Yes.
is the most important thing, and I'm happy that you find things that you like.
And how do you say I love knitting in Greek?
Αγαπώ το πλέξιμο.
Arapo to pleximo.
Αγαπώ το
Arapo
πλέξιμο.
to
Αγαπώ.
Arapo.
Αγαπώ.
Arapo. Pleximo is knitting?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I've been trying to learn a little bit of Greek in the past days.
If I can add something to that, αγαπώ το πλέξιμο because αγαπώ το μαλλί. I love wool.
Arapo to mali, arapo to pleximo. Yeah, the R is really soft in Greek.
It's all Greek to you, I know.
It's all Greek to me. Yes. But my name is Greek,
Yes,
so
your name is
yes.
Greek. Yes. But it's easy to pronounce, Calypso.
Calypso, yeah, and I noticed that you really emphasize the O at the end.
Yes, yes.
So that's nice to hear my name pronounced in the original way.
In Greece.
In Greece.
In the original way, Calypso.
Yeah, by Greek people, yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed again, Calypso.
Ευχαριστώ.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ εγώ. Vielen Dank.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it too.
I enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and you must feel very quite blessed and very happy to do what you do. It's a nice opportunity for you to learn about yarns and about yarn shops and things in the world. I wish you to continue that, and you are doing it great. I like to congratulate you and welcome you once again. No, I'm serious about that.
Thank you
It's
very much.
nice to feel and follow the passion and the love that you have in your heart for whatever you do, as long as you do it great, and you do it great.
Yeah, thank you. I love doing this. I love going around
I
visiting
can see that in your
people,
eyes.
getting to know new people around the world, and talking about my passion knitting that I share with the people that I interview.
I wish you to do whatever your heart says and follow your dreams.
Thank you very
From my
much.
heart. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, really long eyelashes.
Yes.
I noticed because I look into your eyes and you have super long eyelashes. Okay. How do you pronounce the name of your shop? Because on Instagram it's Sakalak Wool, but
Sakalak is the name of the family.
ah, okay.
Wool is
Wool.
what this family does. So Sakalak Wool is the name of the business.
Okay.
In Greek is Malya Sakalak. Malya means wool.